And welcome back to Silicon Valley Ed News. We are here with Andreas Godderis and Ben Zaeske, who are two other cross-country runners at Los Altos. And they're here to talk to us today about their experience in the team. So my first question for you guys is, what got you started in cross-country running in the first place?
Well, for me, it goes back pretty far. When I was in 4th grade, our elementary schools had this thing called the Junior Olympics. It was all the elementary schools in the area, and my dad just decided, why not run the 1200? It was 3 laps around the track, and I did that, and I won the race. And so
first time?
Yeah, the first.
Oh, like no prior running, just do it. Wow.
And so after that, I just kind of started running.
Wow, pretty impressive. What about you?
So I actually played soccer for most of my childhood.
Okay.
And then I started working out with the Los Altos Cross Country team my summer freshman year. And I really liked it, and I realized I was pretty good at it. So I stuck with it and did it for the season, and never played soccer again and just kept running.
And so what made you switch from soccer to, or what made you kind of discard soccer, like just kind of toss it to the side?
I think running is a really personal thing.
Yeah.
And a lot different people like it in different ways. And for me, it was really relaxing.
Okay. Nice.
And I realized I was pretty good at it compared to soccer. I was a decently good soccer player, but not as good as I am at running.
So you found your true talent and passion.
Yeah. And I mean, I've always liked running. When I was little, I could run farther than all the neighborhood kids, but
was it like, was tag your favorite game and just running away from?
Actually, it was
like, haha, you guys can't get me because I'm the best runner in the neighborhood.
Basically, capture the flag.
Okay.
It's really fun.
All right. Well, you would have won all the time. I would have sucked because I'm terrible at running. But I'm really inspired by you guys that you're so into running. And let's see an inspiring clip. Let's see the start of your race. You guys are hopping around, getting ready. So what's some of the things that are going through your heads, and how are you feeling right now?
At this point, you're
just jumping. I don't know.
Yeah, you're just kind of thinking about the race, and you're thinking about the hills coming up after the first mile.
Okay.
That first mile is pretty easy, but then afterwards, you get the hills, and then after the hills, you just got to hang on.
Okay.
And right here, we know that we've got a chance to win, or a chance to do well.
Yeah. For me, at the beginning, I kind of trying to stay warm, get ready for the race, mentally prepare, just kind of calm my nerves because it's pretty nervous in the beginning.
Okay.
And just get ready to run.
What do you guys do to mentally prepare?
I like to not think about the race beforehand because it gets really stressful sometimes, and I've had it where I've overanalyzed results and that kind of stuff, and then you just don't have a good race.
Like overanalyze possible results?
Like, as in, I made a spreadsheet of where everyone could finish. And
really? Wow.
I realized I was on like the bubble or whatever, and that became really stressful. And then if I'm stressed, I don't run well.
Well, yeah.
Well, the start there, that's really fun.
Why is it fun?
Just going out hard and feeling good.
Okay. Cool. So what are the things that you guys do to encourage each other as a team?
Well, in workouts, like just kind of congratulate people as they cross the line, cheer them on during races and workouts, and
Yeah, I think that's basically it. Just having a positive attitude at practice always makes everyone run faster.
Yeah. So do you find, are there any members on your team or members from other teams that you've seen that had kind of a negative attitude that you have seen that don't do well, or do you find personally that when you're kind of thinking negatively you don't do as well?
I think cross country is a really positive sport, and everyone who's out there doing it wants to do it. Okay. No one's gonna put themselves through 17 or 18 minutes of pain if they, unless you really want to.
Okay.
And you have that personal motivation. So.
Okay. Cool. Well, let's take another look at your race, and let's actually go to where you are running up the hill. So that's the struggle, right? The ultimate challenge is going up that hill, I imagine?
Yeah, these hills are really brutal. The hardest part actually in a race isn't going up, it's when you're at the top, how do you keep going after that? Your legs are really tired, and we used to have this coach that always told us it's you got to run through the hill. You don't just run to the top.
Yep.
Because all your adrenaline's going to get up to the top,
Exactly.
and when you get to the top, it's almost psychologically you kind of just want to stop and slow down.
Yeah.
And that's when your legs are filled with lactic acid and they feel insanely heavy, and it feels like you're running with
Jello,
concrete
right? Yeah. Or
things on your feet.
yeah.
And then
true.
pushing after.
Interesting.
I mean, the downhill is just as important as the uphill.
Okay.
If you make a second up on the uphill,
Yeah.
you might as well make one on the downhill. So.
Yeah. So you have to keep mentally pushing yourselves to keep going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what other things do you guys have time, a social time? Like I imagine that your training schedule is pretty intense.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have time to see your friends and spend time with your families?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you fit it all in?
I mean, the school week is pretty busy. We don't really get home until like 6:30 each night, and then there's homework, obviously.
Yeah.
But the weekends, I mean, and Fridays, sometimes you have time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're both involved in extracurriculars.
Oh wow! On top of it.
And I really like my extracurriculars, so
Okay.
it's not even about having to do it, it's about wanting to do it, and
Okay.
it's really nice.
So what kind of inspiring words can you say? What helps you guys kind of organize everything? Do you find it helps? I sometimes find it helps
Yeah,
when you have something
definitely.
after school that you end up being more organized and end up finishing your homework and all that kind of
I think
stuff.
running for me is really a stress reliever, and I go out
Okay.
there and run for 2 hours, or I work out, and then when I get home, I'm decompressed
Yeah.
from the stress that comes with school,
That's good.
and then it's like a fresh start for your homework.
Absolutely.
So-
I find that I can actually do my work a lot better after a run than on, like, let's say Sunday, where I maybe wouldn't run necessarily all the time.
Right. And do you guys take a break at all, or is it running every day?
I do not. I
Yeah,
run-
he's a little bit more heavy on the mileage than
Okay.
I am. But like we'll run some Sundays.
Okay.
We like to go to like preserves and state parks to run.
Oh, cool.
Because they just have really nice trails,
Yeah.
and running on dirt is so much easier on our legs than running on concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. I could imagine. It'd be hard on the knees, right?
Yes. Yeah.
What do you guys do? You wear special shoes? By the
So
way,
I mean,
like
we get
running
fitted for
or-
shoes
Okay.
like every year.
Okay.
And then we usually run on dirt. So
Yeah.
if there's a dirt path we can take, we always take it.
Okay.
Because and you feel it too after running on concrete for
Yeah.
7 miles. Your legs hurt a lot more than if you're running on dirt for 7 miles.
Right. Do you guys have like a massage therapist and that kind of thing? I imagine
Not
it's
Really, I
No?
mean, I've had an injury before where I
Okay.
had to go do that.
right.
But not really day to day. We don't have a massage
No.
therapist or anything.
It'd be nice though, right?
Yeah.
That would be nice. That's what college is for.
Yeah.
You should have you should ask your
Yeah.
coach. Like, it's a requirement, you know.
I mean, we have a really good trainer, and he helps us out with injuries and stuff. And
Okay.
if you want to get a massage, I think he could give you one.
Oh, that's
but it's not commonly
something.
done.
Yeah. Right. Oh well, let's take a look at when you guys are celebrating.
Okay.
You want to do that?
For the seniors.
Making an entrance, Richard Lazardi.
How are you guys feeling at this moment? Are you just too tired to really cheer? Or you guys look
Well,
kind of.
We've had like a good amount of time to recover at this point.
Los Altos High School.
Yeah,
Ben
so there's
Zaeske.
usually about 20 minutes between the end of your race.
Okay.
And so in the meanwhile, we're running in circles around the field, cooling down.
Cool down so you
Okay.
don't.
Otherwise, your muscles just seize up and cramp, and that's no fun.
Right.
Okay.
Um,
All right. Cool. So, tell me what you were saying something about extracurricular activities. So how do you fit those in, and what would some of those be?
I am involved with a lot of activism, and I do Model
Oh.
United Nations and Amnesty International.
Okay.
And I just kind of
That's
work that
cool.
in, try to do about an hour of that each day. And when you split it up like that, it becomes really manageable.
Okay. I have to admit I am a little bit of a nerd, and I did want to prepare a little bit like you with your charts, but I kind of did some research on you guys, and you guys have some interesting YouTube videos. You have a really interesting sense of humor. Do you find that helps the team? Like just having humor in. I find that humor helps motivate people. I don't know.
Which one
just
is it?
like-
What
I don't know,
which
there's like a
video?
guy.
Is it the French one?
There's a Fudafafa, yeah.
That
that I
was
saw.
you.
Okay, yeah.
That was actually a French project that we had to do
Okay.
for school. That was when I was taking French at Los Altos.
nice.
And we had to recreate a music video.
Okay,
And
so
I
what can you guys say in French?
Not a whole lot. Un petit peu.
Oh,
a little
that's
bit.
good. You can do the Tour de France and then. on the bicycle when they're not.
No, I love
bicycling.
biking too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Cool. So, so there's the French Purufafa, and then does that come into ever your game? Like just that element? How do you guys keep yourselves going, keep your spirits high?
So we've got a pretty young team, and a lot of our guys are underclassmen. They're a little bit less mature.
Okay.
And so goofing around is commonly done. I mean, it's nice. It's got its benefits because again, it's relaxing.
So you guys are both juniors, right?
We're both seniors.
Seniors.
So,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we keep it really light at practice unless we're working out, and then it's like 20 minutes of being super serious.
Okay.
But then afterwards.
Do you guys have to take on leadership roles sometimes?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Does it get frustrating? Do you have like team management strategies or something like that? Or you're like, okay, guys, settle down, or else you have like timeouts or something?
I mean,
ultimately, it's sort of it's got to come from them too. It's a really personal sport. You have to be ready to run, and so we can encourage them and kind of tell them like kind of be serious, but it only helps so much.
And they're really good about it.
Yeah,
when they need to be
yeah.
serious, they're serious.
Right, because they know, and they probably
exactly.
look up to you guys a lot. Cause I would imagine, right? They want to. Because when you guys are going to leave, then the juniors are going to take your place
exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
etc.
Yeah, and when we were freshmen, we had some really, really awesome seniors, and they really inspired me to become a really good leader on the team. And I think the same is true for Ben.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still look up to them to this day, even though I haven't seen them in 3
Even
years.
though they're gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys keep in touch?
Yeah, I do
with
keep
them?
in touch with them.
Okay, nice.
But yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it
when
is. 'Cause
everyone gets busy, and you guys are probably super busy right now.
Yeah, they're almost out of college, so they've got their own lives.
All right.
But
It's true.
they're here in spirit.
Well, what would you guys say, really quickly, I guess if some of your younger teammates are tuning in to watch this today, what would you guys tell them to, I mean, I get you can speak to them face to face, but would you tell them to motivate them to continue with the team and kind of things?
Get your mileage in.
Get
your mileage in.
Get your mileage in, okay.
I'm all about
every day, even on
running
Sundays.
long and running far.
Okay.
That was my strategy, and that's how I got fast.
Yeah.
And it's just dedication, and just keep doing it every day. Yeah. Even if you're having a bad day and you don't feel like you can, just do it.
Probably feel better afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It really clears your brain.
Some days you might not be wanting to run, but then you'll be halfway through and you're like, yeah, I'm glad I did this.
Yeah.
It's good.
You're never going to regret running.
No. No, if you love it, then you, exactly. All right, well, thank you guys so much for coming on the show with us today.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it was really nice to talk to you. And now maybe I'll have to go out and try some running on my own.
You should.
It's good.
It's good.
I should? Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in as well. And thanks once again to the crew. You guys, shout out to you guys. You did an awesome job. And hope to see you soon back with us on Silicon Valley Ed News.